Hey, good morning. It's Tony here at Smart Motors Toyota in Madison, Wisconsin. Hey, this morning we're going to take a quick look at this brand new, our very first brand new 2021 Toyota Corolla SE Sedan. Black Sand Pearl is the color on this one. We're going to go around it. I'll do an exterior video and then I'll do an interior video. I'm going to show you what's new on the 2021, and then we'll talk about some of the features that are carryovers. So let's go ahead and get started and see what we can find. Okay, so here we are at the front. This is the SE edition, and so the SE edition has a unique front grille and also has lower indicator lamps down here. I don't know that I'd call them fog lights because they're not really all that bright, but they're more of a cornering lamp, if you will. So you'll notice the color on this is black sand pearl, so it's a metallic paint, but then there's a gunmetal gray trim that goes all the way around it with accents around this indicator light. Now this is an LED light. Your headlights are LED projector style headlights, LED driving lights, and then we have the J-curve lights here as well. This thing looks awesome at night. Really nice aggressive look up front on the Corolla SE. You can see the grille is that gunmetal gray metallic painted grille as well. Super nice design. Also, you'll notice there's little notches throughout the vehicle here on the front of the vehicle, on the lights, on the mirrors. Those are all designed to give you a better aerodynamics, but also help reduce the wind noise. Now in the front of the SE, you'll see this panel right here, and that's where they hide all those sensors that have to do with the safety sense system, the pedestrian detection, dynamic cruise control, lane tracing, road sign detection. So there's sensors built right in the front there, and then there's another set of sensors up in the windshield right here. So this is one of the most advanced technology safety-wise vehicles that Toyota offers. Let's go ahead and swing around to the side and we'll take a look at our tire and our wheel package setup. So this is going to be an 18-inch cast aluminum wheel, and you can see that it has the gunmetal gray painted finish metallic on the middle. These are a super nice low profile aggressive tire. Those are going to handle really nice. They are a 225 70 R18, and you do have four-wheel disc brakes all the way around, of course anti-lock brake system. Here's one of those notches I was referring to help reduce wind noise, and then you'll also notice on the mirrors on the driver's side it has those as well. Now the mirrors have the indicators built right in. They're collapsible just like this, so you can fold them in for tight parking spaces, and then they also pop out like so. So if somebody clips it with a shopping cart or a bicycle, it shouldn't do too much damage. Notice we do have our blind spot monitoring in the mirrors, and the outside mirrors are heated as well. Boy, that metallic paint really shines. Notice on the lower rocker panels there's more of that gunmetal or that gray painted finish accents. Looks really nice on there. And there's your disc brakes on your back wheels. Here's another one of those little notches for aerodynamics, and they also have them on the lenses right here. So reduces wind noise, helps contribute to better fuel economy. We have a colored to match shark fin antenna, electronic rear window defrost, an LED brake light here, third brake light, and there's your third or your trunk mounted spoiler, part of the SE package, and then you get the SE badging. Your tail lights here, these are LED lights, but then you have halogen backup lights and halogen indicator lamps right there. Notice the tailpipes, they're twin-tipped chrome exhaust tailpipes. That's not a dual exhaust system. And then we have more of that kind of egg crate gray painted finish here with your lower Valance does have some airfoils in there as well. And then up under here is where we find our backup camera, and then we get the chrome Toyota badging there. Let's go ahead and dive in the trunk and see what we can find. Okay, so here's your trunk. It does have a nice opening in the back, and the height is really, really tall. A little over 13 cubic feet of cargo room in the trunk. It's carved out on the sides, so you should be able to fit 2, maybe even 3 sets of golf clubs in there. You can see there's tons of space in here. There's a cargo light right up here. And you'll notice that I do have the back seats folded down, so you can fold down 60 or 40% of the back seats. And then, or I suppose 100%. Underneath here is where you're going to find your toolkit. And then underneath that is where you'll find your spare tire. It is a temporary spare, but you can fit some jumper cables, emergency equipment, maybe a blanket or something like that for the winter time, first aid kit and such. So nice size trunk for sure. Give you a good look at it. One of the features I really like is this little handle right here. So that handle helps you get out of the trunk if you're stuck, and it's glow in the dark, so it's easy to find if you're stuck in the trunk. Here's a small feature that you might not find on some of the competition. Notice this is felt lined, the trunk lid, and that helps cut down on road noise and gives it a much better sense of solid feel to it and quietness. All right, let's go ahead and jump up front and see what we can find up there. Okay, in the driver's compartment, we'll stop real quick here on the door. Now the SE edition does have the blue accents in terms of the stitching and on the seats. We'll take a look at the seats in just a second. But it does have a soft tech fabric on the door. And then this is kind of a soft fabric as well. It's not a hard plastic. It's actually padded. There's a silver door handle, which is plastic, and then silver trim along here as well. The windows are all automatic down and up. Power door locks, power mirrors. There's a bottle holder right here and one of the speakers for the sound system's right there in the door. And then we'll take a look at the seat. So on the SE edition, the seat's not power, but it does have a height adjustment and a recliner. And new for 2021, this is one of the new things, there are side airbags in the back seat as well as the front seat. Here's a quick look at your driver's seat. This is a really nice durable cloth interior seat with the blue trim, kind of a blue and silver finish on the inside, blue trim, and then a blue racing stripe down the center. Really nice bucket seat. Super comfortable for sure. Down here is where you're going to find your trunk release, gas door release. Up here you've got your dimmer switch for your dash lights. Automatic high beams, so this allows you to turn that feature on and off. If it's on, your high beams will come on automatically when there's no roads, signs, or oncoming traffic, that type of thing. It's a nice feature to have. Kind of manages your bright lights for you. Let's go ahead and jump in the driver's seat, see what we can find. Okay, so here we are in the driver's seat. The steering wheel is leather wrapped, super nice on the SE, padded with some nice thumb rest here. Very, very comfortable. Chrome Toyota badging, nice piece of silver trim along here, so feels very upscale when you sit behind the wheel. On this side are your controls for your information center, which on the Corolla is up here in the dash. I'll show you that in just a minute. Controls for your sound system, voice activation, Bluetooth connectivity on this side. And then over here, cruise controls right here. Your dynamic radar cruise control sensitivities right here. Lane departure on and off right there. So those are indicator, audible indicators and lights that come on. You can switch those off if you want to. And then some additional controls for your sound system and that type of thing. Up on the gauge cluster, I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off. Before we get there, I want to point out that you do have paddle shifters, so you can shift your gears right here. intermittent wipers up front. And then on this side are your automatic headlights and your daytime running lights. And then take a quick look at your instrument cluster. So tachometer here, white on black, temperature gauge here, there's your speedometer, fuel gauge, and then over on this side is where all your information center readout is. You notice I have 2 of the back doors open right now. It also tells you if you have passengers and if they have on their seat belts. You have a trip meter over there as well. And then there's a bunch of lights that come on the dash when you're driving down the road. So you have lane tracing assist, you have road sign detection, pedestrian detection, all kinds of safety technology. When you stop by the dealership, I'm sure they'd be happy to go over all of those features with you. Here's a look at your center stack. So it is a touch screen. We do have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It is Alexa compatible. The SE does not come with navigation, but you can connect your smartphone and use the navigation off your smartphone if you want. Around the bezel here is a piano black finish, which is something I kind of like. I think it's a nice upscale look. I've heard some other reviewers say they don't like it, so I guess it kind of is personal preference. But also with our backup camera, when I switch that into backup mode, you can see we've got a really nice backup setup on there as well, with the lines that tell you what direction you're going or how close you are to stuff. Automatic temperature control. It's not dual like driver's front passengers, but it is automatic. And then you do have, as I mentioned before, heated outside mirrors as well. Push button start is standard on the SE edition, and it comes with the smart key keyless remote system, which is right here. And there's a storage compartment. There's a USB port right there. There's not as many charging places on the Corolla as I would have liked to seen as other models have. But our transmission, we do have a sport mode right there, and you can also turn on and off your traction control there as well. When you're in the sport mode, there's a light up here on the dash that indicates that you are in the sport mode, so just kind of a reminder. Of course, you should notice a difference in the shifting of the transmission. This center console is all piano black with more of that silver trim. It really feels nice and upscale in here for sure. The dashboard is padded too, and then it has the stitching, but this stitching's black, where on the doors it's blue. I would have liked to seen the blue stitching come across the dashboard as well. And then down here in the center console is where you've got your cup holders, so 2 cup holders, electronic parking brake or brake hold switches, and then I'm going to take a quick look at the center armrest. So the armrest is probably big enough maybe for 2 arms, but really for 1 arm. And the armrest has the blue stitching, but not the dashboard, kind of odd. And your center, underneath here, there's a little bit of storage, not too much, but there's a 12-volt outlet and another USB charging port right there as well. So a number of places you can plug your electronic stuff into. This one does have your passenger assist grips. Here's a quick look at the passenger seat. And then we do have the power sliding sunroof with the visor. Slides open nicely like that. It also tilts up, so if you don't want to have it completely open. Here's a look over on the passenger side. So if you were sitting there, that's what you would see. Bottle holders in the doors, speakers in the doors, and then your glove box, of course, with all your owner's books is right there. Your visors up top have lighted mirrors right there, and then these slide out and have extensions. And then up here on the very top, these are your power moonroof controls. Here's your safety connect. Overhead dome lights are all right there. And then this has a standard rear view mirror with your standard day-night functionality, but no blinds or no compass or anything like that in the mirror. So that's a quick look up front. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat and see what we can find. All right, diving into the back seat, I just wanted to point out on the doors, there's bottle holders right here. Otherwise, power windows, power door locks are all controlled back here as well. There's your cloth seats with that mesh interior. These really are nice seats. You've got to come in and give them a try, sit in there. And then here's your side airbags, which are new for this year. Child car seat anchors are down here. Notice I've still got that seat folded down, so 60% down here. To fold these seats down, it's kind of a pain in the bottom. You actually have to reach way up here on top and push the button and drop them down. I think Toyota could have did a better job with that. Why they didn't put the buttons over on this side, don't know. Probably has something to do with safety. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in, show you how much legroom I have. Now I have that back seat, or that front seat. It's about 3/4 of the way back. So you can see I have plenty of legroom here. Shouldn't be a problem for adults to sit behind the driver. Dome light, assist grips, dry cleaning hooks up here. Go ahead and bring this seat back up. There is room back here for 3 adults for a short ride, 3 kids for a longer drive, and then you've got a center armrest that pops out right here with dual cup holders here, and then you also have the other bottle holder over there on the door. So plenty of places to put your stuff. And then down here, there's a pocket on the back of this seat, but there is no pocket on this seat. Small storage cubby right there, but I don't think your stuff's gonna stay in there very well. I would have liked to seen some power ports back here to plug in your phones and such, but none of that in the Corolla. Here's a quick look at the driver's cockpit from the back seat. And once again, there's that power sliding moonroof. Let's take a look under the hood and finish it up. Okay, taking a look under the hood. This is Toyota's 2-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine. And this one puts out 169 horsepower, which is a ton of power out of a small car like this. Combined fuel economy is 34 miles per gallon. And then the warranty on the engine and the transmission, which is the CVT transmission, that warranty is 5 years, 60,000 mile, no deductible. The vehicle itself has a 3-year, 36,000 mile comprehensive warranty. And then of course you get Toyota Care, which is 2 years, 25,000. They're going to take care of your oil changes, your fluid top offs, your tire rotations for 2 years, 25,000 miles. And the good news is there's no deductible on any one of those warranties. So a great warranty package. Hey, I hope you enjoyed it. Let's take one last look. Okay, there you go. That's the brand new 2021 Toyota Corolla SE Sedan. It's our first one that came in. I get a chance, I'll try to put this one next to the 2020 and do a comparison. There's not a lot of difference though. Extra airbags in the back, Android Auto compatible, automatic engine off, and rear traffic, cross traffic alert are all new features for the 2021. We'll get more in. This is our first one. So, hey, if you like my video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. This is Tony at Smart Toyota in Madison, Wisconsin. Thanks once again for watching.